Hey everyone, Joe here.
And Tom here, still on vacation, but new Supervive video came out with some insight as I've been lucky to be able to play test 1.0. So here's going to be some insight about my thoughts on the current systems that are going to come with 1.0 and maybe a little few teasers on what I was able to see. Don't sue me.
That's why we developed the Armory.
The Armory is a new system that will help bring creativity and more exploration from the equipment part. This is kind of a combination of having powers and equipment in one. Throughout games, when you farm and when you kill people, you'll be able to collect prism. And you'll also be able to use this to unlock different equipment and grips and perks and what all these things are called. Now, when you've collected all of them, this is not like everything. You will also have a tier progression to go through and upgrade all of the parts. Some being less and more rare than others. Now, what they've also said is there will be no pay to win. Everything will be able to be earned for free. What I find really interesting about this is how this potentially will change how you think about all of the hunters. You'll have different builds and different variations of how you can play them. Me noticeably checking a lot of potential kingpin builds that could be interesting. I have some few ideas that I'll cook on launch, but I do think this will help bring a new fresh vibe to being able to do new stuff. I think the grips and the perks and the kicks, as the boots are called, quite interestingly will help shape how you think about hunters in quite the creative way. The four main things to look out for from the Armory are relics, grips, kicks, and perks. The grips are your base stats, something you buy very early on in the game, which will help shape your build. If you want more damage, you want to be into speed, maybe shredding, tanking, there's going to be a lot of options into how you want to shape your hunter. Then you have your kicks, your usual boots. I wonder what Tom Kicks will use. Okay, I'll show myself out. But on the other hand, you'll have relics, which will be a lot more powerful, which will have bonuses and effects more like the previous powers we saw, which will be able to do a lot more creative stuff. So you have your creative builds through the stats, but also your creative playstyles through the relics. And then lastly, perks, which will help finish up with 5 different bonuses that you can build together with small details.
We've also redesigned the map to create more positional strategy.
And the map is also completely different. This was one of the main things I needed to get used to when doing the 1.0 playtest. I think the different ways of getting around on the map and how you think about using the land you have, but also the big changes to how you use and utilize the Abyss. There might have been a little thing that they left out in the video that might surprise some players that are already used to Supervive, but we'll save that for 1.0. We'll look forward to some more stuff that will be changing up that I find very interesting.
We'll be releasing 3 new hunters.
And then we are on to what I think is the most exciting thing for 1.0, which is new hunters, where the first addition is Wukong. I think Wukong will fit neatly into the current roster with a very different playstyle, going more into a trickster route, playing a lot more with environment and with vision. Of course, Wukong will pack a punch and be able to deal quite a bit of damage, but you will be playing more around skirmishes going in and out rather than bursting and trying to one-shot somebody. Or maybe I'm completely wrong and somebody finds a one-shot build of Wukong. I don't know. But what I will say is that I think Wukong has a lot of fun things about his kit. So if you are enjoying being a little bit of tomfoolery and annoying other players, then I think you'll be enjoying Wukong a lot. But okay, Wukong is cool and everything, but what I am most excited for is the one after. Joe?
Hey everyone, Joe here.
Oh no, I wasn't Joe. I wasn't gonna say anything. Wait, Joe? No, Joe.
Next week, July 24th, on Steam. We'll see you on the breach.